back to our channel. I am Tarnisha.
And I'm Dominique.
And today's video will be very, very good. Like y'all, I'm like OD hype. Like I just told sis, like I'm turned up about this topic. So today's topic will be moving in silence.
But before we get into the video, stop what you're doing. If you're not already subscribed, make sure that you subscribe. And if you're already subscribed and you're returning, thank you for coming back. And we hope you enjoy the video. Make sure that you hit that bell so that you never miss an upload by us. And make sure you leave us comments and let us know what you want to see next. And without further ado, let's get right into the video.
So this topic I feel like we can really talk about because me and sis have failed at it numerous of times. One thing about me is I ain't listening to nobody if they ain't been through that. It's different when somebody been through something and when they talk you can feel it. You know what I'm saying? You can connect. Yeah, I said
moving in silence?
Yes.
Oh, okay. My bad, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I already said that. Anyways,
okay.
So I'm gonna give my opinion on it and sis, you know, chime in. You know how we do. Y'all already know. Okay, so for me, I feel like moving in silence, I feel like we naturally tell the world everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From when we ate last night to what we did, where we're going. It's just a natural instinct that everybody does because we our generation is caught up in social media.
Right.
And to be honest, the only way that you can really hear God is in silence, like complete silence. Like I said, me and sis have failed numerous of times and speaking on things before it, you know what I'm saying, before it manifested.
Yeah.
Or speaking on things too quick. Because y'all, when I tell y'all, people do pray against your blessings. Like I know for a given fact, like people have literally, like it was even family members, and I mean, and God just allowed us to feel it.
Mm-hmm.
We had dreams about it, like, you know what I'm saying, we had said we wanted to do something and we literally had people praying against us. And when you move in silence, it's just so much better. They don't know how you coming. They don't know if you're coming left or right. Like people will literally, out of hatred and out of insecurities within themselves, like they will jealousy, envious, they will literally pray against your blessing. And I ain't just saying it's just friends. It can be family members, it can be teachers, it can be whoever around in your circle. If they ain't doing what they want, if they're not doing what they should be doing, they see you doing it. Mm-hmm. And sometimes if you don't have yourself aligned right, you'll get jealous and you'll get envious. And I'm not gonna say that I have never did that before, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
As a woman, I can admit I'd have been jealous of something before, and that's what caused me to get myself together. Like, and moving in silence, I feel like it's more of doing it and not speaking on it, and letting your work be your blood, sweat, and tears, letting it talk for itself. Because like when my sister came out with her business, she didn't give you no snippet. That's the thing, we give too many snippets. If you're going out of town to look for some hair, what you posting that you in your, you know what I'm saying, why are you posting that you on a flight to go there? You know what I'm saying? It's just giving people too much. Like you need that privacy when you're moving in silence, so you can totally hear God. Because like when you moving in silence and you silence everybody else, like God will tell you, God will give you instructions that people paying for to get.
Yeah. Like
when my sister started her business, like the way that God made it so smooth for her, like she found a one-stop shop in one person. And you know what I'm saying? That's just a blessing itself, because it's like if you're not silenced, how can you hear that? You know what I'm saying? Like how can you? It's just you can't hear it. You know what I'm saying?
And I think like you said, it's just like the time that we in. It's like everything is being shared, and I've never been the type of person to share a lot anyway. Just off top, like I've never been that type of person. I've always kept things, you know what I'm saying, to a minimum, because it's just certain stuff you don't want every part of you to be exposed to the world. Like certain parts of you are intimate, certain parts of you should only be shared with certain people. And people think in this day and time, like if it didn't happen on the internet, it didn't happen at all. Or if you're not on the internet posting this or doing that, then you're not doing nothing. When in all reality, the people that's not posting the most are really the ones, and I'm giving y'all free game, that's really the ones that's out here working, that's really the ones out here doing what they need to do. And that's why like when we started our YouTube and stuff, it was hard for me like to kind of integrate posting more on Instagram and posting more, because you have to get yourself out there when you're doing, you know, stuff like that. But I still think to a bare minimum, because either way it go, God is going to allow the people that needs to be in my life and that needs to see what we're doing. He's going to allow those people to come regardless, you know what I'm saying, if you post it or not. But it's just like everything is just so overly saturated. Like you got to post it. Even moving in silence, it's like people will say they moving in silence and literally post, I'm moving in silence. Like how can you be moving in silence and you speaking loudly and you let everybody know, oh, I'm about to be gone off Instagram for 30 days. Don't nobody care. Honestly, don't nobody really care. It's just like disappear, do what you're gonna do, and then you know what I'm saying, then come back. Like it does not have to be announced. And just like you said, with like people praying against one thing about it, what God has for you is for you, you know, regardless of anything. But sometimes He will allow things not to happen if you have to teach you a lesson, if you shared the wrong things at the wrong time with the wrong people. And so, you know, you just have to have experience with that. And I'm sure it has been something you've been excited about or you have been happy about, and you've shared it too soon. Or you shared it with the wrong person, then you like, dang, you know, what happened? I know for sure they were supposed to come through. That's why now, you know what I'm saying, I don't say anything until it's done. Like with my business, like when I had my boxes in my hand, not when they said they were finished, not when they said the shipping was on the way, because anything could transpire in between that, and people can speak anything into the atmosphere. So I literally did not post it until I had it in my hands. And I think it's just very important to do that, because you never know what, like my sister said, you never know what somebody might be speaking against you. You just never know.
And sis taught me that, because I'm not gonna lie, like I used to get so excited when God would do stuff for me and my sister, and I'd speak on it beforehand. And like I remember one time, like I had told my mom, and you know, she just did it out of excitement, you know what I'm saying, told the family, and it just triggered and triggered, and God could literally close the door because we spoke on it too soon. God is like, this is sacred. I want you to keep this to yourself. Like, and we're not bashing nobody that's doing it. I'm just trying to help y'all out, because we did it. We failed at it 2-3 times, and I can honestly say it wasn't sis' fault, it was mine, because sis can keep a sis can be quiet, but I get excited sometimes for what God doing. I feel like I be wanting to share it, because it's like,
especially with people that you know what I'm saying, close to you.
That was the main thing. It wasn't even about, it was like family. It wasn't even about other people, because that didn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? But like, we just letting y'all know, like, if it's something that you doing, whether it's a business you trying to start, whether it's a car you trying to get, it's a position you trying to get, whether it's just some elevation that you trying to do within yourself, keep it to yourself until God tell you to do otherwise. Because when you in silence, like, you can hear God so clearly, or whoever that you pray to, you can hear it so clearly. You can think better, you can make better business decisions, you can make better decisions for yourself. Like, because me, like I said, me and sis failed at it so many times, and I'm like, God, what is we doing wrong? He like, you running your mouth too much, you talking too much. You know what I'm saying? I want, if I give you something, I'll tell you when to present it. Like, and I feel so good to be able to talk to y'all about that, because me and sis is working on so much right now, and I haven't gave nothing away, because I'm usually the one that fumble. You know what I'm saying? I'm usually the one that tells somebody, and sometimes like you can't even tell your parents, you can't tell nobody. Like, God got us in that position to where He don't want nobody to know, and it's like, you got to know that God is gonna protect you, whatever it is. If He tell you don't tell nobody, like, I don't care what it is, do not tell nobody.
You don't even have to say, like, you know what I'm saying, that you working on something. Like, it's nobody's business. Like, what you have going on in your life and what you're trying to produce is literally nobody's business, unless that person is like equally helping you. That, like my sister, she invested in my business and my brand, so of course, you know what I'm saying, I talked to her about certain, but even certain things, like I left out of the picture, like certain little details or certain, but I got feedback from her. So if you have somebody that's close to you and that's really, you know, it's for you, you know, they want to see you succeed, then of course, you know, share what you're doing with that person, you know, and, you know, keep it between you and that person. But just going around and just, you know, sharing your stuff to everybody, no matter what you think, y'all might think that your best friend, your ride or die, your A1, they got your best interests at heart. They would never, I'm telling you. Still no. because sometimes they be the main ones, you know, the ones that's close to you.
Because like, it's crazy, especially when starting a business, it can be so hard, because and let me say this, and I mean this, like, we don't go off likes. I can post a picture and get 10 likes. I'm not looking at that. If I post a picture, it's for myself. Like, it's crazy how you can post a picture and you in the outfit and you get 8,000 likes, and you post your business and get 2. That ain't adding up. You know what I'm saying? People be real deal like haters out here. But the thing is, I used to get so mad. Sis taught me, I was like, man, y'all these people haters. And God put me in a place, and He was like, you too focus on that. When you totally focus and surrender and give 110 and what you want to do, and you let Him step in, it don't matter what nobody else thinking. Like, the right people gonna come at the right time out the woodworks. That's what's been happening to sis right now. Like, if you going through something, it might not be exactly what you want it to be, but it's gonna unfold, because it's like, when you put God in it, it has no choice but to blow up. It has no choice but to do what it is it's supposed to do. And the thing that you gotta realize is that I learned, and that sis learned, you gotta see the vision before anybody else can see it. Every day I look, when we in our apartment, I know my sister's stuff is in a warehouse. Every single day I speak that, and I speak it into the atmosphere. I speak it, and they become us. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might think we lying. I'd be like, sis gotta go to the warehouse, but the warehouse is our apartment. You know what I'm saying? Did you catch that? Like, the warehouse is our apartment right now, but we see the bigger picture. Like, you gotta see it before yourself, because if you don't, that's when people can come in, they can dictate and tell you what to do. and how to do it. And
Right.
like sis said, it's good to have somebody in your corner, because the little details that sis didn't tell me about, she was critiquing herself about when it came, and I looked at her. I said, sis, it's so hard. Is you crazy?
Yeah.
Like, and that's why you need somebody. If you have somebody, that's a blessing, because I was able to pick up the stuff that she didn't tell me about, that I was able to pick up and look at it like, dang.
Because I'm so big, because I'm just so big on detail,
Right.
and I like for anything, you know what I'm saying, with my name's attached to it, you know what I'm saying, to be good. But not only that, because as I'm growing, as I'm learning, it's not even about my name, because it's about who has called me greater and higher. And I know that my business is not just a business, it's a ministry. It's something that's going to touch women, and it's something, and I don't want to go too deep with y'all into that, but I just want to let you know, like, sometimes you have to set aside what you actually want. You want your name to be great, you want your name to be in lights, but if that's not going to bring any glory to him, then you might as well not be doing it, because it's not going to work out, and it's not going to align the way that you want it to align, just because that's how you want it to happen. The best thing you can do with anything is give it to him and allow him to elevate you in the way that he wants to elevate you, because when you try to do it your way, you're only going to reach a certain potential, you're only going to reach a certain point. And I mean, if that's fulfilling to you, then that's fine. But if you have a vision that's greater and that's bigger, you have to give it to him. You have to let things unfold, and you have to be quiet about it. You just have to. Like, everything is not meant to be shared. Like, we literally share every part of our little life. Like, oh, I'm taking a bath. Oh, I'm eating this today. Oh,
and we've been guilty of it. We get it twisted. Like, we didn't been guilty of it, but we didn't learn how to certain stuff. We just don't put like we didn't been somewhere in the world don't even know about it. But me and sis know, you know what I'm saying? We just don't have that urge to do that, because in that moment we thinking about the long term. Whatever it is we got working on, we thinking about what's gonna line up and how that's gonna trigger. Because it's so sick with people to where you could be in China looking up a factory for a hair company. You post that, somebody are literally looking and say, I hope she don't make it back. I hope her flight get delayed. Because people is really sick out here like that. And everybody has to get to that. If you don't think like that, something wrong. Everybody got to know that everybody ain't for you. And everybody ain't against you. But you got to know that it is people out here that will pray against you. And you got to be able to discern. And you got to be smart. And you got to know, like, you can't give the world everything. Like, that's what I love about Beyonce. You just never know with her. She just pop out with a whole, like, that's just so legendary to me, to have people wait and anticipating on something, and then you pop out and it do what it need to do.
It's gonna happen.
And it do what it need to do.
Yeah, it's a great marketing strategy. It's a great marketing strategy.
And we mastered it, for real.
Yeah, I feel like we have mastered it.
I know we mastered it. I feel that in my soul, like we mastered it, because we failed at it so much. And I feel like that's why people can relate to our videos, because it's different when people talking about something, they ain't been through it. But when you've been through it, they're gonna say something.
It's a different type of testimony.
Yeah, they're gonna say something that's gonna trigger some of you, and you're gonna be able to feel it, and you're gonna be able to know. Like, I'm so excited. I don't know if y'all can tell, but like this topic, like, I feel like we can go on and on about it. I feel like we're gonna do a part 2 on it too, because it's a little bit deeper. But you know what I'm saying, for the main part, we just want y'all to always put yourself first, whatever it is that you want to do.
And focus.
It's, you know, and we don't serve a mediocre God. You got to stop putting God in a box and putting yourself in a box. Like, whatever you want, you can have it. What these other people you seeing on the internet have that you looking up to, you can have that same thing if you put the hard work in it. If you have step in something, that's the thing. That's why it's good to move in silence, because you need to take your time with stuff. People putting out stuff in 2 or 3 months and it's trash like that.
I think I want to do a whole video on it.
I feel like we can do a class on that.
On mediocre businesses, and I'm not just saying like, oh, I'm the biggest business owner or nothing like that, but I feel like the quality matches, you know what I'm saying, what I'm putting out there. And you can't, people just out here just doing stuff just to be doing it. A lot of people doing it just to get quick money, and that's never gonna last, because you need longevity. A lot of people just doing it just to say, oh, I'm doing something. A lot of people, it's not even your calling to be doing a certain thing. You're doing it because you saw somebody else doing it, and so now you think that's what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's a part of moving in silence too, because when you move in silence, you have to block out a lot of stuff from your eyes and your ears, so everything can come full circle, and you can really see the vision and see what you're working towards. But moving in silence, man, it's powerful. It's very powerful. Like, don't announce stuff, don't post stuff, don't say you're getting ready to move in silence, because you're not moving in silence. You just announce.
And don't even give them a snippet. It's just
sneak peek.
Like, it's so exciting though. Because I understand. I get y'all. Like, I be excited. Like, for what God doing right now for us, what we're working on. It's a blessing. I ain't told a soul. I ain't even told my mama. I ain't told nobody. Don't nobody know but me. Well, God, me, and sis. And you know what I'm saying? And it's just been flowing like it should. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we didn't failed at that plenty of times, but we just letting y'all know like everything ain't for everybody. Everybody don't gotta know every little single thing you're doing.
Keep some parts about yourself to yourself.
Right. So you know what I'm saying? If this video can help y'all, I know it can help y'all because it's helping me just listening to myself. That's why I love doing this. That's why we love doing these sit downs, because it just let me know, like, man, I'm on the right track for real. Like,
and you're not the only person that's out here thinking a certain way or dealing with a certain thing. Like, we all deal with stuff, and that's why, you know, it's good to talk about it and be able to engage. And that's why we ask y'all to comment. And if you don't want to comment, like, just write us. We always keep our Instagram and stuff below in the description box. Just write us, and we can have a one-on-one conversation. Email us, you know, whatever you want, because we all here to help each other. And you're not gonna learn nothing if you can't talk to somebody who's been through a lot of stuff. You don't even have to go through if you talk to somebody first and they've already experienced it, and then you don't have to go through it because they can tell you, well, that's not gonna be right for you, or excuse me, or going down that path is not good. So it's always good just to make sure you communicate with people and, you know, be honest and open. That's just the best thing.
But thank you guys. We're gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for everybody that share our posts. Thank you for everybody that comment, that like, that tell somebody about it. We greatly appreciate it. If you haven't already, stop what you're doing right now. I know y'all see those lashes, they popping on my sister's face. Are those some new ones that you texted?
No, these are stacks.
Okay, so you know everything is down in the description. You know, go to
linked.
Go to thisstacksbrand.com. Go grab you a Stacks kit right now. We ain't going nowhere. We in this to win it. So join the family, and we're gonna see y'all in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.